this is the part that feels like Seven Samurai because they're actually defending the town or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, does that mean the whole part 1 movie is just a setup for Seven Samurai, which was just a movie by itself?
Yep. The whole first part was just a setup. Like we've been.
I'm Vanil.
It's Trey.
Kristoff. JT Wolf.
Autumn. Chia.
Yes, and you are now live with some more Catered Chaos, unless you're checking these videos out on YouTube. We do the live stream every Thursday night at
7
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That is correct. So, if you're checking this video out on YouTube, we would love to have you on the stream one day. But, until that time comes, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things that help to increase the engagement on this video. The more that you do it, the more it allows us to lock in our algorithms, and that essentially allows us to get you guys even more Catered Chaos in the future. Woo. Let's go ahead and burst some people's bubbles on this next one. I don't even got a nice segue. We got Rebel Moon Part 2 coming up next.
They finally got something for that?
Yeah, they have the teaser trailer, the actual trailer.
After you watched the first one?
I'm sure.
I ain't keep reading that shit.
I'm sure we have more comments.
The Harry Potter hybrid. No, not Harry Potter.
No, yeah.
They had Harry Potter and who else?
Star Wars
And who else? Let me stop playing. Let me.
Everything under the sun.
Spirit, and, Stallion of the Cameron. That was in there.
And Gladiator.
Gladiator. Gladiator. Yep.
The blackness of space.
Yep.
If you copy one thing, that's called plagiarism. But if you copy everything else, then
that's originality.
It's originality.
You can't catch it.
We have snippets of stuff you may have seen before.
Oh God!
But you can't catch it. Can't catch us.
Hey, nothing's new, so
gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that. That's it too.
Yeah, we got Rebel Moon Part 2, the Scargiver.
As you can see, Deadly Hollows.
I don't know about any of you guys, because even after we finished watching Part 1, I went and I searched for what the heck was going on in those last couple of scenes when Home Dude was in that machine and he saw, the big antagonist. I was trying to understand what is going on. There really wasn't too much of an explanation for it. So
yeah, because it's not the full movie.
Part 2 is going to have more stuff.
No, you have to wait for the director's cut. This is the theatrical cut on Netflix.
I wanted like a breakdown.
No, I'm not chilling because this is what they said. Snyder and his friend.
What's happening in this scene? Someone explain it to me.
Snyder Twitter followers is gonna come at us too hard, bro. This is
what they said. Take up their beef. Take up this beef with the people that you love to support. Because this is what they said. I'm not.
I like Man of Steel. Let's just watch the trailer. I like Man of Steel, y'all.
Oh gosh,
I think it was a really good movie.
Now that I've seen Part 1, I'm not all that excited for Part 2. I really
say one more nigga thing. You guys.
I'm just being for real. Like, my hopes for Part 2 is not high. Will this trailer be all the hype? They have all the best scenes in there. Sure, yeah. Because definitely for Part 1, they had all the best scenes in that trailer. And then by the time we started watching it, we were just like, what are we watching? So, yeah.
This is familiar.
Roll the cartoon.
I'm going to cue this intro and then we'll get into Part 2 of Rebel Moon.
The Deadly Hollows.
I finally see a robot with the
Alright. We got the nice dark setting.
Bang, bang. Is that a lightsaber?
Yep. Yep. Sure is.
Shut up.
Wow,
it's the heat sword or the vibra sword or whatever it is.
AKA.
Look good though. Look good.
Yeah, they had that in the first one.
Ooh, Robot came back.
We missed him because he was only.
Hey, look, it's light outside.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So this is what it looked like.
Hey, look, I'm more invested in this than I have been anything. Good lord.
There it is.
He brought back the flat top.
Oh, it looks like we're going to get some insight into everyone's history.
Okay.
All right.
So this is gonna be an even longer movie.
It's probably the same amount of time.
We will teach you how to fight.
Yeah, because
At dawn, we ride.
Okay, so this is the more Seven Samurai portion.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there they go on their horses.
Once this village holds most dear, I shall destroy them.
Yeah, because you a
Yeah,
big
there
bad
you go.
dude
Got the
taking out a
Marvel
small
landing.
village. They are woefully unprepared, but
What is he supposed to be? The Spring Soldier?
Oh no! Here goes some robot. He's about to fight with his thorn crown.
I mean, he only gets like 5 minutes, and then
Now,
he's gonna
homeboy
be gone
said, "Take
again.
these."
I
April
know they didn't
19th?
just put the slow mo back into
Yeah,
the
they
trailer.
They did.
They
They
sure
showed
did.
it. They showed it.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding. Slow mo belongs some places. We just
He
know
could have
that
had
we're
the full
getting it.
movie in there if he would stop with the slow mo. He could have had the full movie. So that's his fault.
There it goes. There goes your slimmer.
Mm-hmm. Was that on a fisheye lens? Why was it blurry on this? Never mind. Never mind. Let me not
It's
ask.
dope though.
Why do I feel like this is gonna lead up to a part 3?
No, it's only supposed to be 2 parts, right?
I don't know if they're gonna fill
2
it.
parts and then
The director's cut.
the director's cut. Yeah.
April
Comes out
19th.
next-
Okay.
Oh, we definitely watching this.
I feel like we have to.
We have
So
we
to.
that
have
we
to
can-
finish it.
We
Yeah.
have to. Because there's gonna be a comment. You better watch part 2.
Watch part 2.
You're not going to get the full story unless you actually watch part 2 and then have the entirety going through part 1, knowing the full realm of what you saw in part 1 now made out to be
still
in part
hating
2.
on Zack Snyder? What he do?
If we're gonna watch this, we gotta watch it in 2x. Like, as in, it has to move 2x faster. Because
It's faster with all the slow mo.
Captain Mantow said, "So far so good. I'm starting to think his team just makes good trailers."
Good trailers, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a good trailer. And one of the questions that I had in part 1 is that like you said, the 7 samurai, they just pick up people as they go along. But in this part 2, it looks like we get a glimpse into their background as far as like what made them currently in their situation that they're in, banded together, because we didn't get any of their background in part 1.
Yeah, it was part 1 is the longest set. So a lot of people compare it to the Seven Samurai-esque type film. I think
that was the other film.
Yeah, I think when I watched it, I said it was like Magnificent Seven or whatever, which is it's a Seven Samurai like remake or whatever. But I didn't particularly see Seven Samurai in the first part because I think the idea of it being Seven Samurai was there, but because they didn't actually do the thing, I was just like, okay, but it's like very far removed. This is the part that feels like Seven Samurai because they're actually defending the town or whatever. But I'm just like, does that mean the whole part 1 movie is just a setup for Seven Samurai, which was just a movie by itself?
Yep. The whole first part was just a setup. Like, we've been set up.
It's a trap.
They said, psych, we got
It's
you.
a trap. Gotcha.
But to me, I don't necessarily know if I think this trailer is good or not, because it hinges on me knowing the first part really well. I don't think they told me anything in this about like what the movie's going to be or anything.
Not at all. It just looks cool. That's
But
it.
I will say, because it's a sequel, I'm not going to hold that too much against it. I'm just going to say that I'm more interested to see where the characters can go from here, because now they have something to lose other than clout.
Yeah. They have the entire village that they're trying to save, trying to arm, trying to prepare for the fight, which, for some reason, they showed a scene of him actually coming to the town and him taking out people left and right with no problem. So I don't know how much, them training actually did them. But yeah.
Yeah.
You see where he dropped down and he was
In
just
the
taking out in the trenches. He was just taking out people left and right. I was just like, dang.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's like, all that training.
Yeah.
No.
We'll give it a fair shot. Check it out.
And you know, like last time, the events like happened within like a couple of days of each other. So what if he came down to wipe them out in like just a few days, and they only have a few days of training?
Dang.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Like,
Because they had what, like 72 hours or something until the Empire was going to come to the town.
mm-hmm.
And I know they killed off the guy that would have been coming.
Yeah.
But he back now, so
he full force.
Full force.
Yeah, I don't think that's as big of a hindrance. It might have taken him a couple more days, but he was already resolving doing this. So I don't know. He might give them like a month, maybe.
You know, they might have taken a little bit of inspiration from Dragon Ball Z too. And, you know, when the Saiyan dies or you know gets defeated, they come back stronger. So he might be stronger now.
I mean, he looks stronger.
Not JT looking at you.
Come on now. You gotta think ahead. You know, they take inspiration.
I mean, apparently they've been working on this script for decades.
Yeah.
So,
Decades. Before Dragon Ball Z even came out, y'all.
No.
Stop it.
All right. That's my last joke.
I was about to say, I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm not going to say anything.
You over here, you jokingly, you sound like Kanye when he said recently that he's the pioneer of auto-tune in music.
Oh,
we were just like, bruh.
What?
You do look like a dude that would do some auto tune.
I don't see why not. I mean, it sounds like a pretty cool hobby.
Oh my gosh. April 19th, Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver comes out on Netflix. And then at some point in the future, the director's cut will be out. And we'll get to see this movie in its full glory. Glory. Whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
10 hours long.
Stop.
Boy.
It will be by the time you put both of those movies together.
Boy, you...
At that point, you might as well just did a part 3 or something.
No, at that point, you shouldn't have released this one mediocre movie. We'll have to see this one if I know that is mediocre or not. But if that's how you feel about it, Snyder, sir, you should stop. I don't know if I'm more mad at the fans or if I'm more mad at Snyder, because that's a hustle like that crazy. But at the same time, people keep supporting this man.
He's trying to start a trend of director's cut. That's the trend.
Director's cut.
Yeah,
director's cuts existed, but it's just like his movies are like so incomplete in the vision, and he knows that going in. I'll let Justice League slide because I'm gonna assume that the studio did that.
He filled it with
but
fluff.
there ain't no reason to be 2 movies going into it and being like in press interviews being like, yeah, this really ain't the movie that I wanted to make, but when I get my director's cut finished, oh boy.
Just wait on it.
Hey, look, you won't understand the story because it's not all there, but when that director's cut hit,
Lord have mercy,
you're gonna see a whole different movie.
And maybe
that's a quote from him that it's going to be like a whole different movie in the director's cut. Maybe we will
see a whole different movie in the director's cut. You never know. I mean, I didn't necessarily see it in Justice League, but in this one we may see it.
I mean, I understand Justice League because they're dealing with the movie theater, but we're dealing with Netflix. You can, look, episode, whatever the case, whatever you need, you have the time on Netflix.
No, he had the director's cut on HBO.
Oh, I'm talking about for
the theatrical thing because you wouldn't like no theater would be able to put out like a 4 hour movie.
No, I know that. No, I'm talking about just the director's cut.
Yeah.
When I first watched the theatrical and then I went back onto HBO and I watched the director's cut, I didn't really see.
Yeah, it's the same movie but longer.
Yeah.
I've never really understood anyone's hype for the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Because I'm just like, it's the same movie. It's just
you gave
more
scenes, sure.
Yeah, but the characters end up doing and being the same type of people that they were already. So it's just like the cuts made sense to me because they weren't integral to the movie, other than Steppenwolf. But Steppenwolf is such like a non-character in both that I don't mind him being cut the way that he was.
Listen to your people's. All right, let's move out. Let's move out.
All right, so question for our audience: what do you guys think about Rebel Moon, the Scargiver? What was not in part 1? What do you hope will be in part 2? let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. And while you're down below, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it as well, and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to our first 1,000
000
in the C2 Army. Join up today and be one of our first recruits. We're already over halfway there.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
halfway there.
You can also check out the link in the description. It'll be a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live at
7
p.m. Thursday.
Eastern Standard Time on the dot.
If you're checking this video out on YouTube, thank you so much for all your love and support. We really appreciate you. And we would love to have you out on the live stream one Thursday night if you get the chance. But until that chance comes, we'll just catch you in the next video with some more Catered Chaos.
Bye.
Tear Smith. My bad. That was last week. I'm sorry.
You said Steve Smith. Because they got all the angst.
Yeah, we probably could have something like that in this.
No, I am the Tearsmith after watching it.
It's a cool name though.
It is a very cool name.
It's a very cool name.
That does not deserve the movies that it's getting.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.